Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. Now, let's get into XRP. I will also mention a couple of other things that are happening. For cryptocurrency, January might be a watershed month. The Rippleverse SEC case is currently being discussed, and it is being delayed until January of next year. This case is no longer a hindrance for XRP, though. RPGI is not a security. All the exchanges have relisted it. In my opinion, XRP is going to have a tremendous surge in value throughout alt season, which starts well before January. So, I anticipate a significant increase in the price of XRP Ripple Partner by the end of the year. Experiences on the XRP ledger that are interoperable, scalable, and driven by AI are detailed in the Futureverse. Futureverse is something I've always enjoyed. In my opinion, it will be something that requires time to develop and expand before it can contribute significantly to XRP's value. And here we see XRP and AI working hand in hand again. On 20 separate occasions, the FDIC warned banks against offering cryptocurrency services, according to Coinbase. Since the bank can see that your funds are leaving your account for Uphold, Coinbase, and other exchanges, I find it surprising that many of us have not been debanked already. It amazes me that they haven't noticed that you're purchasing cryptocurrency. Your continued banking with us is no longer desired. It amazes me that this isn't occurring on a far larger scale. According to Brad, other people have also been defrauded. They probably don't like it when people don't maintain a lot of money in the bank and instead put it in cryptocurrency, therefore I'm really surprised by this. In response to a request from Chinese airlines, the International Air Transport Association is updating its aviation industry financial systems to include digital currencies, with China's digital currency being the first to be accepted by December 2024. This update will enable travelers and airlines to settle payments using digital currencies, with the digital currency in China being the first to do so. The International Air Transport Association, IATA, has begun to accept CBDCs as payment. Additionally, everyone is jumping on the CBD bandwagon. Hundreds of Sheetz convenience stores across the US now accept Litecoin as payment for customer favorites, thanks to a new partnership with Flexa HQ. I've seen other companies veering in this direction, and I expect it will happen more and more in the future as they prepare to accept CBDC. Not only Litecoin, though. Paying with stable coins like USDC and other major digital currencies is now easier and more frictionless for Sheetz customers. With this update, Sheetz joins the ranks of other prominent US convenience and restaurant businesses that accept cryptocurrencies as a payment option. Assets like Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, and USDC are now available to customers through Flex. Form. At some point, I'm sure they'll start accepting XRP as well. However, this is the beginning. Everything will change when people can actually use cryptocurrency to buy things at convenience stores, as I warned you about a long time ago. For the time being, many people continue to view it as enchanted virtual currency or as something that isn't real money until it can be used to purchase something. This is taking place in every one of the 750 Sheet locations in the states of Maryland, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina. Want 711 and others. I'd want to see more businesses adopt this practice of accepting cryptocurrency. A decline how crypto investors may choose to with many US elections determined by 10,000 votes or fewer. These voters might have a major impact this election cycle, as roughly 1 in 5 Americans hold crypto, according to US election estimates. Depending on the estimate, Vice President J.D. Vance of Trump has anywhere from $250,000 to $500,000 worth of Bitcoin. In your opinion, which presidential contenders will be more supportive of cryptocurrency? In the crypto war, only Donald Trump has pledged to put an end to it. Well, you know what? For whatever reason, Harris never publicly announced their intention to become more crypto-friendly and to dismiss Gary Gensler. Well, it's interesting how they consistently contradict themselves in their actions. To a greater or lesser extent, that is my problem with politicians. This crash is about to speed up, so brace yourself. Usually, CEO bonuses are announced in the fourth quarter, which is followed by bank crashes and unmet earnings. Additional financial institutions will collapse. Bank in Oklahoma closed its doors after another financial institution allegedly stole insured deposits. Thus, it is clear that fraud is also occurring within the banking system. However, Elizabeth Warren would have you believe that crypto is the sole domain where fraud and illegal activities occur. However, it is accurate to say that other banks will also fail. There's a strategy behind it all. Ignorance is bliss when it comes to him. No one is going to be interested in purchasing a home with an interest rate of 7% unless the rates drop again. That is the most pressing issue at the moment. Once the commercial real estate market crashes, I predict that this will alter rapidly as capital flows into residential properties at historically low interest rates. You will have to wait a few years to see those rates. It appears like Warren Buffett is predicting a storm is on the horizon, since until then, the housing market will remain in its current position unless rates are lowered or the market collapses. He is selling off his stake on the stock market. He isn't the only one selling off assets. The total amount has reached an astounding $325 billion. One of his largest sales to date, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos sold shares for more than $3 billion today. Almost simultaneously with the upcoming elections on Tuesday, the reverse repo is running low on funds. The stage is prepared for a 1929-style crash involving the next president. I am about to crash. Although everyone can see the collision coming, no one wants to bring it up. Even when they bring up the prospect of a crash, they attempt to deflect the attention by claiming that the economy is improving. At first glance, things appear bright heading into 2025 as inflation falls. However, a closer examination of the charts and the actions of the billionaires reveals an entirely different picture. Crash expected to be late. The years 2025 to 2026 follow this 18.6-year cycle, and that is the significant correction that everyone is anticipating, and it is expected to occur sometime next year. Even if the stock market were to crash, I believe the smart money would flee to gold, silver, and crypto as the D, X, and Y indices continue to fall, driving up the price of crypto. This is because many stock market participants are now beginning to understand crypto, too. A big change, nevertheless, is on the horizon. Plus, I predict that you will amass a pitiful sum of money. As an XRP investor, the income tax, which turned everyone's hard-earned money into the government's, and the Federal Reserve were both established in 1913, the year that would later lead to the economic hardships of today. Ron Paul is absolutely correct when he says that the Federal Reserve's inflation mercilessly takes what the government lets individuals keep. Consider this: on one hand, you're fighting inflation at the supermarket and petrol station, and on the other, you have the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, snatching away your hard-earned tax dollars. If you wish to escape this, your only option is to withdraw your funds from the corrupt banking system and invest them in a cryptocurrency or other asset class that promises enormous returns. This way, you can avoid the worst of inflation after you amass a large nest egg. The Fed unleashed economic chaos by printing up several $trillion in new money, according to Ron Paul. The alerts have ended. Inflation has arrived. As an explanation for economic hardship, every possible justification will be advanced. Beware of illusions. Reason being, the Federal Reserve is unconstitutional. Remember how they stated, everything is turning around in 2021? He brought it up. Inflation is not going to be a major concern moving forward. However, inflation is still on the rise in 2024, and there is even smaller flat iron at the supermarket. Seeing my video is an honor. When you're done, hit that subscribe button and let me know what you think.